Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So this is an update on the Gadgetree dancing water speakers. I have a review of these speakers called Dancing Water Speakers Review, Gadgetree Dancing Water Speakers Review. Anyway, so I wanted to do an update video because a lot of people are asking me, can I hook this to my phone? Can I hook it to this? Can I hook it to that? And the basic answer is generally, I've been telling people, realistically, no. Not unless you've got a USB port that can power them. Now, if you have a mini USB port, you can get a mini to full-size adapter. Not a big deal. But will this work? Good question. Does your phone put out enough voltage and milliamps out of its USB in order to pull that off? Now, these things are made for a computer system. Now, these are the instructions that come with the thing. And it says getting connected. It says, note, for best results, plug into a USB port on your computer. This product may not work with external low-power USB ports. Connect your speakers to your MP3 player, computer, smartphone, or other audio device by plugging one end of the audio cable into the jack marked audio in on the back or of the left speaker. Plug the other end, the audio cable, and headphone jack your device. Now, okay, so what happens if we do this without using the USB port? Will it work? I'm thinking timer's counting down and we got no sound. Okay, so obviously you can't. So you need USB power. So let's plug the cable into the port on my laptop. So they work. Now let's take this port and we're going to plug it into this AC to USB adapter and let's see what happens. So it can work, but if you'll notice, my phone's doing a bunch of funky stuff. So obviously I don't have adequate power coming out of this, and besides which, it says power AC adapter, right? So that should be providing me power. Although it's not providing me apparently enough power, and it's making my phone do some funky stuff, okay? So, I would have to say, probably not a good idea to use a USB power adapter in order to do that, okay? Because it's just going to make your phone do some weird stuff. So it should have no interference. So we plug back in to the computer for the USB port, and my phone doesn't do anything funky. So obviously you need a proper USB power source if you're going to use it with your smartphone. Okay. Now a tablet, most tablets out there anyways, have full-size USB port, so you can just plug into them and away you go, right? And you shouldn't have any problems at all. Now, and I have a tablet, it's a Dell, a Latitude 10, and I've used these speakers a lot on it, never a problem. Use them on my laptop here, I have no problem, okay? On my smartphone, of course, if I want to listen to things, I need to plug the USB port into my computer. So this cheap power adapter is definitely not going to do the trick, and it has a red light on it, and I was actually watching that red light surge and flash as it was trying to power the speakers up and making my phone go funky. So there's obviously a definite connection, of course, between your USB port, your audio jack, the amplifier, and the motors and lights inside, that you must have definitely the USB port plugged in or you get no sound or light, but also you just don't get any sound, period. So they are interconnected. So you need to have a complete connection that's proper, that's going to make sure that your connection to here and to your USB is going to complete that connection circuit properly so that they'll work right. So what you need is a better quality, better power output USB AC power adapter, and hopefully that does the trick for you, because like I said, they do say it may not work with external low power USB ports, which is exactly what this is. It's a low power port. This thing's for working with devices that require very, very little power, okay? So it's not exactly a high powered USB port. So that's a consideration to take in when you're wanting to run a set of these speakers on an MP3 player. Now, you could get a 12 volt DC to USB adapter that normally plugs into the power port in your car, and you can get an adapter that actually goes from AC and takes it to DC for that power insert port, and use your devices in the house that would normally plug into your power port in your car. So that probably wouldn't be a bad idea. That would probably work. And so let's go out to the car and see if we can plug into the USB port in that, plug into our MP3, and make these things run properly. So we'll be right back. Guys, it's still raining out, so I'm gonna leave my camera just underneath my little shelter in my shop here, and I've zoomed it in, and you'll see that that little green light is actually the adapter used to power my GPS, and that's what we're gonna plug our speakers into. So give me a second here and we'll get things going. Okay, so we're just going to plug this into the same port that powers my GPS. Now this is a 12 volt to USB, and this is my power connector. Now like I said, you can get an AC adapter that has one of these ports built in, so you can plug this thing in. Just plug it in. Okay, my phone is definitely not doing anything funky here. And we got sound. Okay, so everything works. Now let's go back into the shop here, so just give me a quick sec, we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we've shown that with an AC to straight USB adapter, these things are low-powered devices in which it's not going to provide enough power to properly run your phone or your MP3 player through these speakers properly. Because it'll make your phone do some funky stuff, as you saw. Now, using the USB adapter that came with my GPS, which you can buy these things separately pretty much anywhere that sells USB to 12 volt plug-in adapters like that, especially like, you know, the Source. You can find them online on many different websites, etc. That will actually work if you have an AC to power source adapter for in the house use, and then you have that 12 volt to USB. It'll work perfect and provide clean, proper power and proper amperage to the USB port, giving it full power capabilities, and you'll be able to run these speakers off of your devices without any hassle at all. Okay, so it doesn't force you to actually be hooked up to a computer system with these speakers. You can use them, but they do give you the warning that it may not work. So, you know, definitely a 120 volt to USB converter is not going to work very well. Okay, obviously we've seen that, and it's going to cause some little issues to happen. Now with the car thing, that conversion process properly works. So no problem. So hopefully this answers everybody's questions, especially future questions about, you know, can I hook them to my MP3? Can I hook them to my iPhone? Can I hook it to my tablet, etc.? Yes, there is a way to do it and have it work properly. But there's also ways to do it and it does not work properly, as we've shown. So hopefully that all works out good. That's pretty much all the update was about, guys, was just to let you know that, you know, yeah, there's ways this can actually be done. You know, although they do suggest that, you know, a lot of these adapters out there are not going to work. So, but there is a way to do it that it's going to work for you without any hassle. So anyways, I thank you for watching, and if you got any more questions, feel free to ask and I'll do the best I can to answer them. Till then, see you on the next video.